Everyone, today I'm going to continue the analysis of historic games. This is a game between Veselin Topalov and Garry Kasparov from 1999. Kasparov started with e4, e6, d6, 2 pawns in the center, very common, the knight 6, and this could be a pierced this is a pierced defense, or Kasparov could play f3 and c4 and make it a King's Indian. Both are fine, but with knight c3 he's saying that he wants to play a pierced way to defend this pawn. Bishop, the main idea of the pierced defense is kind of like a King's Indian setup, so you want to put your bishop out here. And generally white would want to trade off dark squared bishops. So, queen here, trading off the bishop, and then you castle long and you kind of black castles short sometimes as well, you have attacking game. Although, notice how Kasparov is delaying the trading of the bishop. That bishop's not going anywhere, so he doesn't have to worry about trading it yet. And Topalov starts his queenside attack. So now that Kasparov is starting Topalov is starting a queenside attack, Kasparov might just develop his bishop out this way. Well, not to there, but say bishop here, and then knight out like this, and castle short because he's getting attacked on the queen side. So he still got that idea. And now he goes and trades off the dark square bishop. He's slightly better here, but not much better. Bishop out here to try to put pressure on this king side. Look, note how Kasparov is delaying castling because he's not sure which side he's going to castle. Only now does he castle. And now he gets to work on this file, which is not really good. Queen out, and now Topalov was also going to castle queenside. Because Kasparov doesn't really have an attack. King b1, very important. Just keep an eye on all of these pawns and get your king out of the center. It's a very good move. Knight routing. Knight was here. Knight didn't have any. Look how this knight had nowhere to go forward. Because you wouldn't want it there because where it's going to go to one of those two squares, and that's just not good. So he has two ideas. He can put it back here, or here, and here, which would be good, but he chooses here, fighting for those two squares. That's the idea behind that move. Long castles, and now knight there, just what I said. Pawn takes. Now rook takes. Know how he didn't do knight takes? Because if he did knight takes, his knight is trying to go into a brick wall, and that wouldn't be good. His knight's a lot better placed here, and his rook can come across, or he can go back at some stages if he baits out a move like this, because it was structurally weak with black. See how he's like, he played rook there, takes, to bait this pawn forward one because it weakens his back pawn, which he'll look to exploit later on. Because now it's going to make pushing here a lot more complex. Knight here trying to put pressure on this square. This game's going to be won on this square. And Kasparov looking to get his bishop onto this very nice diagonal where no pawns can block it. King out. It's a very good move because he doesn't want this move to come with check. So he moves his king now, and now Kasparov goes for this square, which is very good. It's a nice square for the knight because it just exerts pressure on the entire white position. That's king side. Bishop back because Topalov wants to keep his bishops because they're better than knights. And now bishop out here, like I said, very strong diagonal, can't be stopped. D4 f5, and now queen back check. It's your only move. I mean, you really want to put a piece there? I wouldn't think so. So yeah, he just puts his queen out there, and now Kasparov brings his second rook to an attack, and now pushes. He pushed because if he gets taken, he gets a discovered attack on his queen, which he just doesn't want. And now Kasparov plays here with attack on the queen, so knight takes from this side. His king is starting to get a little bit exposed, and queen can do the attack right now. Look, because Topalov's king is pretty exposed, Kasparov's king is pretty safe. Kasparov has an active rook, an active queen, and a very active knight, and an active bishop. This rook's not doing much, knight doing something, that bishop's doing a little bit, but not too much. And now Kasparov drops the dynamite move. Rook takes. Just brilliant. And now pawn takes. Pawn takes rook. Now what would happen if you do not take the rook? So you say you play king here to attack. Play here to attack the knight. Then you have b4. Now you'd have queen takes f4. So you force trading queens black, and now white defends his rook, and then you'd have knight here, and Kasparov is up one pawn, but what black is very dynamic. Now the materials that equal, but black's pieces are a little bit more active. This knight's not doing a lot anymore. This rook, those two rooks have already attacked now, but that didn't happen in the game. That's one of the lines that could have happened. Instead, after rook takes, you got cd4. And now Kasparov shows the idea behind it. And a double rook sacrifice. And say if queen takes happens. Well, now this is completely lost. Because of queen d4 check. Here's the only move. Then you get here, and if you try to block with your queen, you first get here, and that would be a beautiful checkmate. So you can't block with your queen, and if you try to block with your bishop, you get here check, king here on you. And now this beautiful checkmate. So that's why that rook cannot be taken. But that didn't happen in the game. After this check in the game, king here was played. Now, this is a problem. You got knight hanging and you got rook. Kasparov plays this check. Now, if if you take the rook again, now you've got to move your king. You only have one square you can move your king to, so your king takes knight is pretty much forced unless you want to take this move. Black's still better here, but so the only other move you can take is here, which may look very natural, but then you just get the and that happens, then you get you get queen here, and now you still have to go into this line. So king takes knight, and now this move check, forcing the king deeper and deeper down, and now you play rook here. Now you play queen here, threatening their checkmate. You all got the idea of putting your rook over. This rook is not doing anything. It's very important that this rook is here. That's the reason why this is that. That's right. Now your Topalov takes the pawn, defending checkmate. And now Kasparov plays rook here to try and put pressure on this pawn. And only now the engine thinks this is actually winning for white. Bishop here is the only move you have to sack. You have to sack the bishop. Then note, if you took that rook, queen here is still checkmate. That's why the rook wasn't played. And here's played. And now Kasparov got a knight back. So if you look at the scenario, white has got a bishop and a pawn for a rook. And now Topalov gets greedy and takes a second pawn. And this is a critical mistake. Now queen here. Check. If you really want, you could take the pawn, but then you get. So if you take, now if you get greedy, you take this pawn here. It's the only move. And now Kasparov plays this really move. Now, if queen takes, then queen here, only move, and this would be. And that's a forced mate like that, so that didn't happen in the game. So that pawn can't be taken by the queen. So if you take it with the king now, is what? So in the game, king takes happened. Now queen here check. So the queen can't block this check. King must move. Now you don't want to ever pull your king back into this area because now you get hit here and so in this position, if you play king here, then you get hit. Trying to hold on to this pawn, you get hit with this move. And it may look like, oh, I'll just block it and I'll save my pawn. But then you get the absolutely brilliant move. You get check. And no matter what happens, say, take the rook, which is the best move. Then you just take the queen and now you're up. But there you got a completely winning position. That's why you have to retreat down backwards. So in this position, Topalov. So in this position, Topalov went back down. And now Kasparov goes here. Anyway, check. Forcing the king out this way because your rook can come down. No queen can ever actually block because the king defends. So you can't play king down, which Looks dangerous, but your queen actually stops the queen going any further. But now here, brilliant. And if queen ever takes, if queen takes, just thinking that's a free piece, well, it's not free. It's a forced mate line, so that can be played. So that bishop was not taken. Instead here, this is danger levels. Now, if Kasparov really wants, he could just if he really thinks this is completely undefendable, he wants to try and hold this for a draw. What if he really wants? What he could do is go for this, but this is probably drawn at. This is what now you can play off that, so that would be probably one of the best lines Kasparov can go for, and then all those moves are pretty much forced. All those moves will be forced. But he plays here. Good pressure on the rook, which is also very good. Now, rook can't take rook and just say, oh, it's a free piece, because here you just check. Oh no. Because it's not a free rook. Because now that rook's no longer affecting the queen, and you just take the piece. And bishop takes it. Just here. King here is the only move. You can just take this pawn and black king is just terrible, so it's just winning for white. So instead of all that, Topalov goes for it, but now this rook is just hanging, and this is completely winning. Bringing the queen over to hand the pawn. This is how the game may continue, but queen on c3, queen here, king away, pushes up the pawns. That Topalov would have kept it symmetrical, king over. It would be a very long, drawn out victory. And now queen back up to here. Go after this pawn, which black can't defend, but black is black just resigned in this position. But so say like we try to play logical moves. You play here, but then you'd get this queen bumps back. And if here, then here, you take the rook and one. Say just here, I don't know, but there's no move really in this position. You just go here, king has to go over. And now you can just take this pawn and black it to complete zigzag. You'll just bring your king over and checkmate. And this was a brilliant game in